Stop. In this very moment, I am asking you to stop. Do not scroll past. Do not let your finger move another millimeter on that screen. Can you feel it? A subtle electric chill running down your spine? A sudden skip in your heartbeat as your eyes lock onto these words. This is not a mere coincidence. This is not the result of a soulless algorithm crafted by men in this year of 2025. This is a divine decree from the heights of heaven, a sovereign interruption in the middle of your journey. I have been waiting for you. I have anticipated this exact moment since the dawn of time, long before the stars were positioned in their celestial tracks. I knew you would be here in this exact second, carrying the specific weight that currently presses upon your soul. I have watched you navigate the digital noise, searching for a sign, and now I have found you. This is our private meeting, a sacred pause in the middle of your chaotic day, ordained by my hand to change everything you thought you knew about your future. You are so incredibly weary from the deafening clamor of this world, aren't you? You are tired of the endless notifications, the crushing pressures of societal expectations, the cold judgments of strangers, and even more so, the relentless echoing voices of self-criticism screaming inside your own mind. I am asking you to breathe. Exhale. Let it all go. Inhale my peace, which surpasses all human understanding, and exhale every single burden you have been desperately carrying on your own, until your shoulders have begun to bow under the weight. You did not find this video by chance. I sent it out to find you, just as a shepherd relentlessly searches for a single lost sheep in the darkest, most terrifying night. Your search for answers ends here because I am the answer you have been seeking in the shadows of your loneliest hours. I am the voice that whispers when all other voices have fallen silent, telling you that you are not forgotten. Before I reveal the hidden key to the destiny I prepared for you, I'm asking for one simple act of spiritual obedience. Do not turn away. Your breakthrough is at the door, waiting for your recognition. Press like now. Let that be your quiet yes in the natural. And type "I am ready" in the comments. Seal it on earth so heaven can record your agreement. Do not drift away in this moment, because if you scroll past this key, you may miss the exact instruction your spirit has been crying out for. I see you. I have watched you in the deep shadows of your room, where the only sound is the indifferent ticking of the clock and the ache in your chest that feels like it might split you in two. I have been with you in those hollow hours when the world is wrapped in sleep, but your mind is racing like a trapped animal, running circles around the same fear, the same question, the same heavy what if. I see you staring at the ceiling eyes, burning tears withheld, until your body forgets how to release them. You feel as though you are speaking into a vast, empty space, wondering if anyone at all hears the silent cry of a spirit pushed to its limit. But hear me, my precious child, I hear you. I have counted what you thought went unnoticed. I have gathered what you thought was wasted. Not one sigh escaped me. Even when you felt abandoned, I was beside you in the dark, holding you together when you felt yourself coming apart. I see you in the early light of morning, standing before the mirror, searching your own face for the person you used to be. Where is the spark that once lived in your eyes? Where is the one who believed they could rise, build, and overcome? And instead, you notice the shadows under your eyes and the heaviness in your shoulders, the tiredness that feels lodged in your bones. You've been functioning like a machine running at full capacity to keep the appearance of stability, while inside you're running on empty, craving one moment of real rest. I see the scars of battles you fought in silence. And I tell you this, your exhaustion is not proof of failure. It is proof of endurance. You have been carrying more than you were meant to carry without the support you deserve. I also hear the calculations you try to silence rent bills, debt the numbers that refuse to cooperate. I see what happens in your stomach when you look at the screen and realize it doesn't add up. I hear the question you whisper into the dark. How much longer, Lord? I hear the sting when you watch others move forward while you feel stuck in place. But listen closely to my voice. You are not behind. You are being built. You are not breaking. You are becoming. Every pressure you've faced has been shaping you, because I am the master craftsman, and I do not waste pain. I refine it. And I know the specific ache of a life that feels like almost and not yet. Dreams folded away because looking at them hurts. Minutes sold at work for a wage that barely covers survival. A longing in your chest that flares when you see a joy you've been waiting for. You feel like you are wandering a desert, thirsty for one sign that your labor is not in vain. But hear me, the desert is not your destination. It is your training ground. The tears you shed in secret are not lost. They are seeds, and the harvest is already growing in my storehouse. Your silence has been the space where I've been moving unseen, aligning pieces you cannot see, preparing doors you cannot force open. The season of secret tears is coming to a close, and the season of testimony is drawing near. Trust me in the silence. For even when I am quiet, I am never still. You have been wounded by words sharp as a razor, haven't you? I have heard the echoes, voices that told you you weren't good enough, too old, too young, too broken, too late. They measured you by your wallet, your title, your outward performance, judging the surface while ignoring the depth of your spirit. They dismissed you when you didn't fit their narrow definition of success, and they left you wondering if their cruelty was the truth. But hear me, their voices are dust. They do not hold the pen that writes your story, and they do not have the authority to define the value of a soul I formed with my own breath. Their rejection was not proof of your lack. It was proof of their blindness to the treasure I placed within you. What they refused to recognize, I have been refining. What they tried to silence, I have been preparing to elevate. Listen to me, because I alone know the texture of your heart. I do not see as men see. While the world chases appearances and applause, I look into the gold of your character. I saw the kindness you offered when no one clapped. I saw the integrity you kept when lying would have been easier. I saw the resilience you carried through mockery and disappointment. You are not a mistake. You are not a failure. You are a masterpiece in progress, crafted, refined, and strengthened. Your current season, whether financial pressure or quiet loneliness, does not define who you are. It is only the canvas, and I am about to paint it with colors you have not yet seen. Remember this: the stone the builders rejected became the cornerstone. What others dismissed, I am using as the foundation of my greatest work in you. So let this settle into your spirit like warm oil. You are not what they called you. You are what I have declared. And my verdict does not change. You are worthy, you are chosen, you are precious. The very things they mocked will become proof of what I built in you. I am turning scars into credentials. I am using rejection as fuel for elevation. You were never meant to fit in, because you were designed to carry something different. Stop seeking approval from those who were never assigned to your destiny. Your worth is anchored in me. Your season of being overlooked is ending, and the season of being honored is beginning. The world may have written you off, but I have written your name in the palms of my hands, and no power can erase it. Every no you received from man was me protecting you from rooms where your light would have been dimmed. Every door that slammed was my hand steering you away from a counterfeit path. You do not have to perform for my love. You do not have to earn your seat at my table. You were born with an inheritance that criticism cannot steal. Lift your head now, not in arrogance, but in holy confidence. The chains of people-pleasing are loosening. The fear of opinions is breaking. You are becoming free to be exactly who I created you to be, without apology and without fear. Subscribe now, stay under this covering, because I am going to keep rebuilding your identity until the fear of human opinions cannot find you again. I know the exhausting weight of the role you play every single day. I see the mask you build before you step out into the world, a shield of strength meant to hide the trembling in your soul. You smile with practiced brightness. You carry the duties of a tireless parent, a faithful friend, a dependable worker. And you say, I'm fine, with a rehearsed ease that has become second nature. But I see what happens when you are alone. I see the dimming of your eyes. I hear the heavy sigh that escapes when the door finally closes and the lights go out. You are tired of being the strong one, tired of being the pillar everyone leans on, while you feel yourself turning to dust. You are carrying expectations that were never meant to sit on your shoulders, and you fear that if the mask slips for even a moment, everything will collapse. My child, you were never designed to carry this weight alone. You do not need to be strong in my presence. You do not need polished sentences. You do not need to hide the raw edges of your heart from me. I am not impressed by performance, and I am not repelled by vulnerability. In your weakest, most honest moments, my strength finds its clearest expression. So let the facade fall. Let the tears come if they must. Tears are not weakness. They are the language of a soul that has been brave for too long. I am the safe harbor where you can finally admit you are afraid. Finally confess you don't have all the answers. Finally breathe without pretending. Now I want you to do something simple and holy. Stop. Place your hand over your heart. Feel the steady rhythm beneath your palm. Close your eyes and shut out the noise. Listen. Thump, thump, thump. That is not only a biological function. That is my knock at the door of your soul. That heartbeat is proof that I have not abandoned you. It is the sound of life still moving through you, meaning purpose is still alive, and destiny is still in motion. As long as that heart beats, what I planted in you has not died. You are not alone in a cold universe. You are connected to the source of all life. Rest in this. I am closer than your breath, and you are being held by the same hands that shape the galaxies. You have looked at the world around you and wondered why your path feels more treacherous than those around you. You see the wicked prosper in deceit. You see people who mock spiritual truth living with apparent ease. And you who strive to do right, who seek my face with sincerity, meet obstacle after obstacle. You have cried out in the middle of your trials, "Why me, Lord? Why must I fight for every inch while others glide?" Here is the answer, simple, sharp, and life-changing it is, because you are chosen. You are not an accidental participant in this life. You are an assignment. You are a vessel with purpose. The enemy does not waste resources attacking an empty house. He targets the dwelling he knows contains treasure. He has pressed against you not because you are weak, but because he is afraid of what I placed inside you. The resistance you face is not proof you are losing it, is proof you carry weight. Your life has an anointing to shift atmospheres, to break patterns that have ruled your bloodline, to bring light where darkness has grown comfortable. That is why the pressure has been intense. Consider a diamond. It begins as common carbon, indistinguishable from coal, until it meets heat and pressure deep in the hidden places. Without that pressure, it never reflects. Without that refining, it never cuts. you, my child, are in the middle of refinement. Every betrayal, every setback, every lonely night, none of it has been random. I have used what tried to crush you as a tool to shape you. I have been shaving away old fears, old dependence, old identity, revealing the steadiness and authority that were always meant to lead. What the enemy meant to reduce you, I have used to reveal you. Do not envy the easy path, because those who only walk on level ground never build the strength to climb. You have been prepared for a higher assignment, one that requires endurance comfort cannot produce. I allowed fire near you, not to consume you, but to make you fireproof. I allowed storms not to drown you, but to teach you how to stand in the wind and still move forward with peace. Your struggle is not a sign of my absence. It is evidence of my investment. You are a high-value target in the spirit because you are a high-priority vessel in my kingdom. Stand tall in this. The size of what has fought you is only a preview of the size of what I am about to reveal through you. Type "I am chosen" in the comments. Now seal it in the earth and let heaven record your agreement. You have lived in what I call your hidden season for far too long. Like a seed buried beneath the soil, you endured darkness and silence and wondered if you would ever see the light again. You walked through your personal wilderness, a place that felt isolated, where resources appeared and vanished, and where prayers seemed to strike a ceiling of brass. But I want you to understand the purpose of that isolation. In the wilderness, away from applause and distraction, you learned to distinguish my whisper from the roar of your anxiety. In the dark, your roots grew deep. Your faith was strengthened where no one could see it. The soil felt heavy because it was protecting you while you were still fragile. But you have matured. You have outgrown the shell of your old life. Now hear my sovereign announcement. The wilderness season is ending. The hidden season is closing. And I have been confirming it quietly, consistently, in ways your spirit recognizes even when your mind questions it. You may have noticed patterns that follow you, moments that repeat, reminders that arrive at the exact right time, words that confirm each other without coordination, a scripture that finds you again and again, a peace that settles on you without explanation. These are not accidents. These are confirmations. They are my way of telling you the alignment is completing and the gate is opening. You are not losing your mind. You are learning my rhythm. And when I confirm a thing, it is because it is already in motion. Can you feel the atmosphere shifting? The air is different, charged with expectation. The thick cloud of confusion that hung over you is breaking at the horizon. A new dawn is rising, and it carries clarity you have not felt in years. You have been in a season of pruning where it felt like things were being taken, but that pruning was making room for expansion. I do not remove without replacing. I do not close without opening. I do not prune without fruit. The shifting of seasons in the spirit is not negotiable. Winter gives way to spring. Night gives way to morning. And your season of lack is yielding to a new season of provision and restoration. Prepare your heart, because the landscape of your life is about to change with a speed that will leave you stunned with gratitude. The wait is ending. The movement has begun. Think back to the opportunities that seemed to slip through your fingers over the past year. I know you remember the sting of the jobs you weren't hired for, the relationships that withered despite your efforts, and the plans that crumbled right when you thought they were about to bloom. In those moments, you looked up and called it silence. You wondered if I turned away from your most earnest prayers. But today, I am pulling back the veil to show you the truth. Those closed doors were not failures. They were protection. I closed them because behind them were traps that would have drained you, delayed you, or destroyed you. I removed certain people because they were not equipped to walk where I am taking you next. I allowed some plans to collapse because they were too small for the destiny I have prepared for you. What you called loss, I called mercy. What you called rejection, I called redirection. My no was not punishment, it was preservation. Understand this. I have never been interested in giving you a temporary blessing that leaves you fragile afterward. I am building a vessel that can sustain glory. I delayed what you demanded because the version of you from a year ago was not yet ready to carry what is coming without being crushed by it. If I had handed you the platform, the money, the exposure, or the influence back then, and the weight of it would have tested your character beyond what you could endure. So I used the waiting as a construction site, not a prison. I strengthened foundations. I healed cracks. I taught discernment. I built endurance. I was not slow, I was precise. I was not absent, I was arranging. And now you are standing at a threshold that required this delay to be perfect. Your patience has been an investment, and the return is near. I am never late. I am never careless. And I am about to prove my timing in a way that will silence every fear that tried to mock you. So stay close, because the next instructions matter. Press like and subscribe now as your seal of alignment, your signal that you are staying under this covering. And do not drift away in this moment, because if you leave this flow too soon, you may miss the specific direction I am about to release for your next level. The delay was not denial, it was design. And what I designed is about to unfold. Look deeply within and acknowledge the quiet evolution that has been taking place in the chambers of your heart. You are not the same person you were a year ago. Something has shifted in you, subtle, sacred, and undeniable. You have become more tranquil, more poised, more centered. You have learned the holy art of release, letting go of people patterns and attachments that were never meant to occupy your next season. I have watched you begin to crave the beauty of silence over the hollow noise of crowds. You traded impulsiveness for patience. You traded reaction for discernment. This transformation did not arrive with applause. It happened in the hidden place, through prayer, through tears, through the quiet decision to choose peace over being right. And yes, this is spiritual, but it is also energetic. Because when I touch the heart, I recalibrate the field around it. What you call your inner atmosphere has been changing. The frequency of your soul has been rising not into pride, but into alignment. Your nervous system has been learning what the scriptures have always said, that peace is a guard and the mind can be renewed. You have been living the truth of that renewal in real time. Though your outward self may feel worn under pressure, your inner spirit is being renewed day by day. I am restructuring your spiritual DNA, reweaving resilience, wisdom, and holy confidence into the fabric of your being. I am upgrading the internal operating system of your mind, replacing corrupted files of fear, scarcity, and self-contempt with a new program of kingdom authority and covenant identity. Old habits that once held you captive are losing their grip. Ancient fears that once paralyzed you in the dark are beginning to wither. You are being rebuilt from the inside out. And as that inner rebuild happens, your light changes. The way you carry yourself changes. The way you walk into rooms changes. The way you breathe changes. You are becoming what I designed you to be, a vessel that can contain blessing without being controlled by it, strong enough to sustain elevation, clean enough to reflect truth, steady enough to hold peace, even when the world shakes. This is what some would call a light body, not a fantasy, but a visible radiance that comes when the spirit is aligned and the heart is no longer ruled by fear. You are being tuned like an instrument until your life resonates with heaven instead of chaos. Many people chase external upgrades, more money, a bigger house, a higher title, without realizing the external world mirrors the internal landscape. But I have been changing the inner landscape first. And because the inside is shifting, the outside will follow. The world around you will begin to respond to the new vibration of your decisions, because you are no longer reacting from panic. You are choosing from peace. You are moving from discernment. You are acting from alignment. And alignment carries power. Feel the weight of this new authority settling on your shoulders, not heavy like burden, but steady like calling. You are walking with a new gait, speaking with a new clarity, seeing with new eyes. This quiet transformation is your greatest victory, because it is the prerequisite for the public miracle that is now approaching your doorstep. What was hidden is becoming visible. What was internal is becoming undeniable. And what was once only prayer is beginning to take shape in the natural. The world has spent a lifetime training you to believe you must fight for every scrap of survival hustle until your soul is depleted. Compete until your peace is gone. Climb until your heart forgets how to breathe. But in my kingdom, elevation follows different laws. Promotion does not come from frantic striving. It comes from alignment. It comes from surrender. It comes from the quiet authority of a heart that trusts me more than it trusts the system. You have reached the edge of your own strength, and that edge is not your end. It is the doorway where my power begins to move with sovereignty. I am shifting you out of the grind and into the flow, out of panic and into peace, out of exhausting effort and into kingdom order. And in that flow, one divine moment can accomplish what decades of human labor could not. This breakthrough will not arrive through the channels you've been staring at. It will not come simply because you added more hours, more pressure, more calculations. It will come because I am moving behind what you can see. I am orchestrating holy alignments, moments that look like coincidence to the mind, but feel like confirmation to the spirit. I am placing an idea in you, swift and bright, like lightning arriving in an ordinary moment, a shower, a quiet walk, a breath between tasks. And that one spark will unlock a treasury you didn't know was within reach. I am also moving people you have never met to speak your name in rooms you have not yet entered. I am bypassing gatekeepers. I am overriding doubt. I am redirecting timelines. I am opening paths that do not require your striving, only your readiness. And when it unfolds, you will know it was not human power, because the pattern will be too precise, too timed, too perfect for anyone else to take the credit. Now listen closely, because I am releasing a prophetic sign, not to make you anxious, but to make you aware. Watch for the returning connection. Watch for the reopening. Watch for the unexpected message that finds you at the right moment, someone from a past season. Someone you did not expect, someone whose name you haven't heard in a long time. Not by accident, not by chance, by assignment. They will carry a piece of information, a recommendation, a door, a link, a location, a first domino. And when it falls, it will begin to shake the wall you thought would never move. This is sudden provision, not magic, but movement. Not fantasy, but alignment. Heaven rearranging what earth called stuck. So hold your peace. Keep your heart open. Stay sensitive. Because the path is being cleared, and the resources are already being redirected toward your doorstep. Are you tired of explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you? I have seen the exhaustion in your eyes, the way you keep trying to prove your worth to hearts that already decided to doubt you. I have watched you spend precious energy defending your character against accusations that were never meant to be solved by arguments. But hear me stop. From this moment on, I am granting you quiet authority. You are entering a season where your words will be fewer, but your impact will be greater. You will not need to shout to be heard because I am making your presence weighty with favor. Your silence will carry more power than their noise. Your calm will speak louder than their accusations. You do not have to fight for a seat at their table when I am establishing a wider territory for you, one they cannot control, one they cannot close. From this day forward, you will no longer feel the itch to argue, to prove, to explain, to perform. I am lifting the burden of defense off your shoulders and placing it onto mine. I am your vindicator. My justice is cleaner than a comeback, stronger than a debate, and lasting beyond a moment. While they rehearse your past, I will be arranging your future. While they whisper about your failures, I will be aligning your promotion. And you will be able to remain still, not because you are weak, but because you finally know who stands behind you. Quiet authority carries a different energy. It is the peace of a child who knows their father owns the world. It is the steadiness of a soul that no longer lives on the approval of people. It is the inner posture that says, I don't need to win the argument, because heaven is already moving the outcome. And yes, those who laughed when you fell, those who spoke behind your back in your lowest season, are about to witness something they cannot explain. They will watch doors open for you that they could not open for themselves. They will see you placed in rooms they assumed were inaccessible, not as revenge, but as revelation. Your success will not be a weapon. It will be a mirror. It will reflect my glory, and it will expose their error without you ever having to speak a single "I told you so." This vindication is not coming someday. It is already unfolding in secret, being built in the unseen before it becomes visible in the natural. So remain calm. Stay clean in heart. Keep your hands steady. Quiet authority is yours now. I am opening the eyes of your spirit to see beyond the veil of this physical world. For too long you have been navigating by what your natural eyes perceive: the obstacles, the closed doors, and the faces of those who claim to be for you, but harbor shadows in their hearts. But today, I am granting you a supernatural sharpness, a divine clarity that the world cannot understand. I am giving you the eyes of an eagle to soar far above the murky clouds of confusion and deception. From this higher perspective, you will begin to see the hidden patterns and the secret motives that were once invisible to you. You will no longer be blindsided by the sudden storms of life, because I am training you to sense the shift in the spiritual atmosphere before the first drop of rain even falls. This is my gift to you, the ability to see the truth as I see it. From this moment forward, you will possess a profound sensitivity to the spirits of those around you. When a lie is whispered in your presence, it will resonate with a jarring, discordant note in your soul. You will recognize falsehood, even when it is wrapped in the most beautiful and sophisticated language. I am giving you the power to see through the masks that people wear, not so that you may judge them, but so that you may protect the precious treasure I have placed within you. You will no longer be a victim of manipulation or the schemes of those who seek to use your kindness for their own gain. I am placing a spiritual filter over your ears and your heart, allowing only that which is pure and aligned with my will to take root. You are becoming a master of discernment, moving through this world with a wisdom that is centuries deep. When an opportunity presents itself to you, you will no longer have to agonize over whether to move forward or stay still. I am refining your intuition until it becomes the clear, unmistakable echo of my own voice within you. You will know instantly if a path is a wide road leading to a trap or a narrow gate leading to your promised land. Trust that sudden knowing in your gut. Trust that inexplicable sense of peace, or that subtle, persistent warning. That is not just a feeling. That is my spirit communicating directly with yours. I am leading you away from the glittering distractions that would waste your time and toward the quiet, powerful assignments that will build your legacy. You are being guided by the hand of the infinite. And with this new discernment, you will never walk in darkness again. Your steps are now ordered, protected, and incredibly precise. This grace I am pouring into your life is of such a staggering, immense magnitude that it simply cannot be contained by one person alone. It is like a great reservoir that has reached its peak and must now overflow into the surrounding dry lands, bringing life to everything it touches. This blessing is reaching out right now in this very second to touch your parents, those who have spent countless sleepless nights praying for your safety and whose hearts have ached with a deep, silent worry for your future. I am bringing a peace to their souls that they have not felt in decades, a divine assurance that their prayers have been heard and that their child is finally safe in my hands. I am touching your children, even the ones not yet born, making the path straight before them and opening massive doors to education, divine opportunities, and radiant futures that were once considered completely impossible by the standards of this world. You are not just receiving a blessing for yourself. You are becoming the sacred conduit through which a new glorious legacy is being born for your entire bloodline. I am the great healer, and I am currently moving with sovereign power through the fractured, dusty halls of your family history. I see the ancient grudges that have been passed down like poisoned heirlooms, the long-standing bitterness that has soured the air of your gatherings, and the silent, thick walls that have been built between hearts that were always meant to be united in love. I am breathing my spirit into those broken, hollow places right now. I am turning hearts of stone into hearts of soft, living flesh. The prosperity and the peace I am bringing to you will not be a source of jealousy or division. Instead, it will be the divine catalyst for total reconciliation. Where there was once only the cold, biting wind of lack and the sharp, jagged edges of resentment, there will now be the radiant warmth of abundance and the soft, healing touch of forgiveness. You have been chosen for this specific moment to be the curse breaker of your family, the one who finally stands up and declares no more to the weary cycles of poverty, addiction, and despair that have haunted your ancestors. Know that the mantle I have placed upon your shoulders carries a heavy generational weight, but it is a weight of glory, not of burden. Every single step of faith you take, every yes you give to my calling, even when you are afraid, is securing a solid foundation for every person who shares your name. Your descendants will walk with ease on the roads you are currently paving with your tears, your sweat, and your supernatural endurance. They will not have to fight the same giants you are currently fighting because I am using you to slay those giants once and for all. Your family is being covered by the same protection that surrounds you, shielded by a hedge of fire that no enemy can penetrate. Relax your heart and trust me with their souls, just as you have learned to trust me with yours. The healing is already beginning in the invisible realm, and the total restoration of your household is my high priority. You are a royal priesthood, and from this day forward, your house shall be called a house of blessing and a sanctuary of my peace. Within the next 72 hours, I'm going to send you what I call a kiss from heaven. This is a tangible manifestation of my presence in your physical world. A divine wink to let you know that I am not just a distant concept or a silent observer, but a living, breathing reality walking right beside you in the trenches of your daily life. You may have felt like my work in your life had stalled or that my attention was elsewhere, but I am currently moving behind the heavy curtains of your reality, orchestrating events that you cannot yet see. I will arrange a moment so specific, so personal, and so perfectly timed that you will know without a single shadow of a doubt that it was designed by my hand just for you. This sign will not be loud booming or overwhelming. It will be a gentle, loving whisper to your spirit, a sovereign reassurance that I have heard every single one of your prayers, and that I am personally attending to the most minute details of your upcoming breakthrough. I am asking you to watch and wait with a heart filled with expectation, for I am coming to visit you in the ordinary moments of your day. Perhaps this sign will come through the airwaves as a song you haven't heard in years suddenly begins to play on the radio or through your headphones at the exact moment you need it most. The lyrics will not be accidental. They will carry a direct, pointed answer to the very problem that has been gnawing at your peace and keeping you awake at night. You will feel a sudden, radiant warmth in your chest as the melody hits your ears, and in that precise second, you will feel the heavy weight of your worry begin to lift, as if by invisible hands. Or perhaps I will send a complete stranger across your path, someone who knows absolutely nothing of your secret struggles or your silent tears. Yet they will look you directly in the eyes, smile with a knowing supernatural kindness, and speak a sentence that echoes exactly what you needed to hear. Everything is going to be okay. I am the master of all details, and I will use the mouth of another to confirm the promises I have already whispered into the depths of your own heart. Do not dismiss these moments as mere coincidences. They are sovereign appointments intended to anchor your faith. You may even find a small, unexpected token of my provision, a single coin, or a forgotten bill found in a place where it simply should not be. To the world, it is just a small piece of currency, but to you, it will be a prophetic seed of the abundance to come. It is my way of saying that the long season of famine is officially over, and that I am starting to restore everything the years of struggle have stolen from you. These kisses from heaven are deliberate reminders that I am closer to you than your own shadow, and more intimate with your needs than you are with yourself. I am meticulously rearranging the pieces of your life, like a grand master at a chessboard working tirelessly in the background to bring about a resolution that will leave you in absolute awe of my faithfulness. When you see these signs manifesting within the next 72 hours, I want you to take a deep, cleansing breath, whisper a heartfelt prayer of gratitude, and stand firm in the knowledge that your God is alive. He is here, and He is moving mountains on your behalf. I have laid before you a magnificent feast in the very presence of your enemies. I have pulled back the curtain of time to show you the glorious path leading to your vindication, your healing, and your unprecedented prosperity. I have whispered my secrets into your soul and demonstrated my power through the signs and wonders I have orchestrated in your path over these last few minutes. But now we have come to a sacred crossroads, a moment of profound cosmic weight, where your destiny hangs on a single conscious choice. You see, although I am the all-powerful creator of all that is, I have also gifted you with something incredibly precious and terrifyingly powerful, your own free will. I will never force my blessings upon a heart that is not willing to receive them. I will not drag you into a palace if you are determined to remain in the prison of your own making. The door is unlocked, the light is shining, but you are the one who must choose to walk through. In the ancient words of truth, it is recorded, I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life that both you and your descendants may live. Today, in the year 2025, I am placing that same weight of decision directly into your hands. I am asking you to make a choice that goes beyond a mere intellectual agreement. I am not looking for a casual nod of the head or a shallow temporary excitement that fades when the video ends. I am asking for a yes that reverberates through the very foundations of your being, a yes that is a total radical commitment of your heart, mind, and soul. I am asking if you have the holy courage to believe in the impossible, even when your bank account is empty and your spirit feels heavy. I am asking if you are brave enough to step out of the familiar, comfortable cage of your suffering and walk into the vast, unknown territory of my promised land. I am waiting for your answer, my beloved child. The hosts of heaven have fallen silent, leaning in to hear the frequency of your response. Will you continue to agree with the labels the world has placed on you? Or will you come into agreement with what I have spoken over you today? Will you cling to the safety of your smallness? Or will you finally stretch out your hands to lay hold of the immense inheritance I have reserved for you? This is not just a decision for today. It is a decision for the rest of your life and the lives of those who will follow your name. The winds of shift are blowing, the gates of favor are open wide, and I am standing right here with my arms outstretched, ready to catch you if you leap. Say yes to the life I have prepared for you. Say yes to the abundance, the healing, and the peace. Your answer in this very moment is the final key that either locks the past behind you or opens the glorious future ahead. Close your eyes now, my precious one. Withdraw your focus from the distractions of the room and the noise of the outside world. Feel my presence, not as a distant thought, but as a tangible warm weight surrounding you, wrapping you in a blanket of divine safety. You are standing in a holy sanctuary of time, a moment carved out by my hand for your total restoration. Breathe in the air of heaven. It carries the scent of victory and the freshness of a new beginning. I am here right in this space with you, and I am about to place the final seal upon the transformation we have begun together today. Let every muscle in your body relax. Let every anxious thought dissolve into the ocean of my peace. Prepare your spirit to receive the ultimate decree of my love. Heavenly Father, I come before the throne of grace on behalf of this beloved soul who has stayed to the very end of this message. I decree and declare that every iron chain of debt, poverty, and lack that has bound their family for generations is shattered now by the power of my word. I release supernatural healing over every hidden wound in their soul and every ailment in their physical body. I declare that every weapon formed against them shall not prosper, and every plan of the enemy to steal their peace is canceled and rendered void. I seal this prophecy into their life with the seal of the Holy Spirit, ensuring that no thief can snatch away the seeds of favor I have planted today. Let the blessings of heaven pour down like torrential rain on parched land, turning their desert into a lush garden of prosperity, peace, and joy. This is not the end of our conversation. It is only the glorious beginning of the most vibrant chapter of your life. I am going before you to level every mountain of difficulty and to shatter every gate of bronze that has blocked your path. But to ensure this blessing is locked into your reality, you must perform one final act of spiritual agreement. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel right now as your final signature on this divine contract. Do not leave this fire until you have sealed it with your voice, because if you step out of this flow too soon, you may miss the exact instruction your spirit has been crying out for. Type Amen or It is done in the comments below to claim ownership of this prophecy forever, and turn on all notifications so when the next word is released, you do not miss the appointed moment heaven scheduled for you. Part 2 of this journey will carry the specific financial instructions and the names of the individuals I have assigned to help you ascend. I am not finished with you yet. The best is truly yet to come. I love you with an everlasting love, and I am with you always.